nice capital welcome to Michelle Williams.
Thank you. It's a real change for me to have my own story to tell and not somebody else's. Thank you, Speaker Pelosi, for the invitation to join you this afternoon and to observe this important day, Equal Pay Day. I'm grateful to you and to Congresswoman DeLauro and to all of the Democratic women of Congress who have been steadfast in your pursuit of securing equal rights for women and for all people in our country. So I'm here to tell you my story. And it's the kind of story that I would normally resist. The morality tale with a happy ending. Or maybe I should call it a happy beginning, because that's really why I'm here. There won't be satisfaction for me until I can exhaust my efforts ensuring that all women experience the elevation of their self-worth and its connection to the elevation in their market worth that I have become so fortunate to finally know after 25 years in my chosen profession. In late 2017, the news broke that I had been paid less than $1,000 compared to the $1.5 million that my male counterpart had received for the exact same amount of work. And guess what? No one cared. This came as no surprise to me. It simply reinforced my life-learned belief that equality was not an inalienable right and that women would always be working just as hard for less money while shouldering more responsibility in their homes. And if it was like this for me, a white woman in a glamorized industry, how were my sisters suffering across their professions? When the news passed as quickly as it had broken, I sat paralyzed in feelings of futility. I've been a working actress since the age of 12, and I've taken every challenge as an opportunity. I've been accredited within my industry at the highest levels, and that still did not translate into equal and fair compensation. Months passed, and the actress Jessica Chastain, with whom I had in fact once played sisters, asked my permission to take my story to her Twitter. She recognized three things. First, injustice. Second, timing. It was a different moment. There was a new clearing in the air that, thanks to the mounting Me Too movement and the work of Tarana Burke and the courage of so many women coming forward to tell their stories. And third was her platform and her power. Jessica's audience was much wider than mine, and she wasn't afraid to pick up a megaphone and be heard. And heard she was. There was an uproar and a public shaming within my industry that resulted in a $2 million donation to the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund. A group of fellow actresses and I invited activists as our dates to the 2018 Golden Globes, where I was a nominee, and rather than talk about our dresses, we voiced solidarity for the oppressed and violated women in our industry and across all industries. We were all a part of the newly forming Time's Up organization and seeking to roll out change in our industry as a rallying cry for others. When I went back to work after these events, I could tell that my workplace was shifting. Rather than being grasped too tightly and hugged for too long as a morning greeting, my hand was shaken, and I was looked squarely in the eye, and I was welcomed to my Monday morning. I realized this is actually what it feels like to be on the inside, to be one of the boys. In this space, respect and safety are out in the open. They are not just found in the shadows and the corners. And on the job I just completed 2 weeks ago, let me tell you something, I was paid equally with my male co-star. Thank you. And now we're at the heart of why I traveled here to talk to you, the firsthand experience that I hope decision makers can hear from this platform that I've been given. When a person or a group of people acknowledge your worth, you seek to meet that worth because they see you as you want to be seen, which is as of value. And when you feel you are valued, you express your value. And where does that value go? It goes to your work. It goes to your fellow colleagues. It goes to your employer. It benefits your entire organization. It strengthens the parts that advance the whole. This is the kind of human math that it only takes a heart to add up. Imagine a workplace where women don't have to spend extra or any energy fighting for fair pay or defending their rights, but can instead focus that energy on the fullest expression of the task at hand and enjoy both the pride that brings and the product of that pride, which is fair and equal compensation for every woman. The ball is now in the Senate's court. Women, families in our country will win if members of the U.S. Senate take the decisive action that is required to pass the Paycheck Fairness Act. This is the next critical moment. Please don't let it pass us by. Congresswoman Lawrence, thank you.